It's really cool. It's my first time seeing a Model 3 with two bikes installed on the roof rack. Good morning. Today I'm here with Thim. We've been on a few sporting adventures together so far. Hiking first, open water swimming in Sentosa, and today for the first time we're going to be biking in Changi.
Yeah.
So
Tanah Merah.
Tanah Merah, welcome to the channel, Thim. So today we're actually going to take Thim's Tesla Model 3 with bike racks installed to put up two mountain bikes at the top. So Thim, can you walk us through how you did your bike setup?
Okay. This, the roof rack I got from Tesla. This is the bike rack, and you have to open this up, and here, and put the bike in. I actually reverse it. This is supposed to be the front, but I reverse it from my car because it will jut it out a little bit.
So this is on a Tesla Model 3. This one's from Tesla, and this one here is from a third-party shop you can get for roughly about $600. And how hard was it to install all this? Like, did it take us 1-2 hours?
No, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Really convenient, so all of us could do it themselves. And what made you install it on the roof rather than put it in the trunk?
On the roof, it's easier. You just put your bike in and slot it in and lock it. Whereas the bike, you have to tighten the strap, which is very difficult, and you have to put a number plate extra that you have more work. Yeah.
So in your experience, how many bikes can we actually put in your Model 3?
I can put at least 3 or 4 bikes. You can put, you just buy more.
We're now in your basement car park in a condo, and Tim actually doesn't have his bike here. The bikes are in one of the condo lobbies. How come we don't put the bike here immediately before we head out?
Because the height of the basement is not enough. It's about 2 meter, the height, and because of the ducts, and it will knock the ducts.
So that's one of the small realities if you're living in a place with a lower basement. You got to be mindful before you mount bikes on top. You don't want to be hitting anything in your basement. Has this happened to any of your friends before?
Probably can happen at the gantry. As you cross over to Johor, there are height limitation for going through the expressway, paying the toll, those places, the causeway or the Tuas link.
Thank you for sharing. So that's good tips. Today we're going to go on a biking adventure. Roughly how much are we cycling today?
I don't know. It depends on you. 20 kilometer if you like.
So it depends on the newbie. This is my first time wearing like a proper suit for cycling. We'll see how it goes. So right now we're going to head up to the basement lobby and get the bikes. So click subscribe to stay updated to more Tesla adventures like this. And we're now in Tim's lobby, where he's going to show us how to install the bikes on the bike rack above his Tesla Model 3. So Tim, can you walk us through the steps, please?
Just take this out and open the latch here, like this, and make sure this one is fixed to the wheel. You can slide and adjust this thing, and for that part as well, the wheels goes in there. The back wheel goes in first, and then only the front wheel. It's easier this way. So make sure it's secured on the latch there, and close this. Make sure it's in the groove here, and you just lock this. See? This one have to be tight. You pull it, and make sure that this doesn't move. This doesn't move. It's secured. Yeah.
Got it. So the recap, we bring the bike up, we put the back wheel in first, the front wheel in second, we lock the locking mechanism in the middle, and shake it to make sure that everything is secure and ready to go.
And then there's a lock here. There's a lock here, and lock. You cannot open it. So this cannot come out. And you can park somewhere, the bike is locked.
Okay, we've seen one mountain bike go up. Now we'll see the second one, Thim installing on the other side, the Model 3.
The back goes in first. And this one, maybe it's slide a bit. All the way. Secure. Not moving. Not moving. It's not moving. Yes, if you want, you can top the thing.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Now, when you do this, your Model 3's range will definitely go down a bit. It's a lot less aerodynamic. It's really cool. It's the first time seeing a Model 3 with two bikes installed on the roof rack. So you don't need a big fancy car. We're able to go mountain biking with this. I can't wait to go to Tanah Merah with Thim right now and enjoy a first cycle in a long time. We're inside Thim's Model 3 right now, and where are we heading to?
We are going to Tanah Merah Coastal Road.
Okay, so we're here in Toa Payoh, and can you show us how to navigate on a Tesla vehicle?
Go to Changi Bay Point.
So
Okay,
that's it.
there.
So
96
it's,
kilometer.
26 km ride, about 40 minutes to get there in the east side of Singapore. And when we head there, we're going to find parking and start cycling. So let's head off and ask him a few questions about his journey as a Tesla owner. So Tim, how long have you had your Model 3 Performance?
About 1.5 years.
What car were you using before this?
No, before I wasn't. I didn't have a car. I just go take the bus and taxi and MRT, and I run.
Tim, you're a really healthy and active person. I've never exercised so much in my life the past few weeks. What inspired you to be out so much?
I think it's good to be at least certain fitness, to be fit, to be able to climb up the stairs, to walk up a hill, walk longer distance in the nature reserve at Bukit Timah, and to be able to cycle in the park connector, or even on some roads in Singapore.
I think that's great, and it's just amazing that today we're here on a Tesla Model 3. Got bikes right above us. You can't see them because Tim has a sunshade above, but the two bikes, the mountain bikes are above, and we're going to enjoy an amazing day. The weather looks good. It was raining earlier in the morning, but right now the sky is clear. Let's check that out. It's a beautiful day in Singapore, and we'll see you again when we reach our destination in Changi. We've just arrived at Changi Beach Park, so that was a 40-minute drive. And now we're going to dismount the bikes above and start our journey. See you outside. Now Tim's going to show us how to dismount the bikes.
Take the key and open, unlock it. And this thing is down. It's not. Okay, that's it.
So that's one bike. Tim, how much are these bikes roughly?
It's about 6,000-7,000 Sing dollar.
So very pro. I'm just a newbie learning from Tim here today. Let's dismount the other one. This other one behind us is actually quite special because Tim rode this bike from Singapore to Penang over 4 days.
Some time ago.
So please be kind to me. I don't know whether I'll make it back after this cycling adventure, but I'm here with the best.
It's about 10-11 kilo for this bike.
So it's quite heavy. Tim, what you just showed us, right? If someone is not so tall, they're a bit more fun size. So would you recommend then a bike rack at the back of the car instead? What's your advice?
It's quite a normal height, not that tall. It's should be able to. You just have to lift the thing up, but you can put at the back too because of problem with the height restriction in Causeway and Tuas Link, and the highway in Malaysia.
So it's a good tip. And also this is a Model 3, which is lower. If you're driving a Model Y, there's a bit more height. And that height is something you need to consider as you lift the bike up and down. Otherwise, get one at the back of your car. That works as well. Or if you're driving a Model Y, the interior has a lot of space to carry larger bikes too. Okay, so with all of this set up, do we need to just leave it like that when we just go off cycling, or what's your advice?
We just fold it back. Quite simple. Fold it back. And this one clicks here. And we can lock it for extra security, but I just leave it.
Tim, how much is this bike behind us?
I bought this bike back in, I think, 2017 with another set of wheels. It was costing me 26,000 Sing dollar. And I bought this extra one after a few years. This set of wheels is already, I think, 4,500 dollar.
That's a lot for a bike. What makes this bike so special?
You're supposed to cycle at 42 km per hour average on this bike. Then you can feel it's easier at that speed. So you don't have to push so hard. If you cycle on a light bike, you have to push very hard to reach 40 km per hour.
So if you feel the need for speed, a bike like that will get you there. Well, it's going to lock the other side, do the same thing, head for a cycle. Hopefully I come back. If you don't see me in the rest of the video, you know what happens. Let's head out, Tim. We've cycled for about 1.6 kilometers. We're here at Changi Bay Point. Very scenic and beautiful spot. I'll definitely be back. Tim, how many times have you cycled this route here in Changi already?
Many, maybe 50, 100 times. Yeah.
Almost 100 times. So we got a cycling veteran here. I've been safe hands. It's a beautiful day to cycle. My first time using bikes like this. I never knew things about like all this, what you call it, like a low bar, drop bar. There's another position, like this is the main holding bar. Then there's also
It's called the hood.
okay, drop bar, the hood, and this is
The arrow bar.
arrow bar. So thank you so much for giving a completely newbie like me an amazing experience here. So we're going to continue cycling. Down there will be our next checkpoints. We'll try and see whether we can do about 10-15 kilometers today. I'll take it a bit easy because this is my first time doing this. Looking forward to more. We are at the midpoint mark. I'm stopping here around 8.5 kilometers. This is a bit hardcore for me as a newbie. For Thim, no problem, right? How much do you cycle a day?
It depends. Sometimes not zero.
And sometimes more than 300 kilometers a day. That's your maximum.
My maximum is 386 kilometers all the way to Kluang on the coastal road.
So you see what I'm dealing with? It's not a fair fight. This is like ultra pro mode and a newbie here. But it's been really, really fun. Yeah, so these bikes are very interesting because the shoes have a cleat that connects down here and it locks the shoe into the pedal. So when it locks, I think it's easier to cycle, but just to clip our leg out to remove the back. How long have you been cycling, Tim?
About maybe since 2014. So 6 plus 3, about 8-9 years.
8-9 years. Cycling like a pro. We'll take it one step at a time. Again, it doesn't matter how newbie we are. So I'm showing you, even the worst can start somewhere. Okay, we're going to cycle back. And if I make it back alive, we'll do a recap video of our trip. See you all soon.
You know, in 2013, 2013, I started with Joyriders. Only have a hybrid bike. That means the handlebar like this. And then I went there first day. I joined them. They said, "Wow, this bike cannot. You need a road bike, or else you cannot follow them." And then I have to buy a road bike, like those. And then I started try to catch up with them, but very difficult because they are cycling all around 28 kilometers per hour, and I'm always behind, and I'm being dropped. So
That's an amazing story. Just keep on trying, you'll get better over time. Thim also just got his Apple Watch Ultra, so you can actually see how many kilometers you've done already.
yeah,
So you can see there,
8.7.
8.7 kilometers. Thim's heart rate like no problem lah. My heart rate was up to 151 beats per minute. So gonna ride back now. See you all soon.
How's the cycle?
This is quite an amazing experience. I've never cycled so low before in my life. I've really never cycled so much. Or so much intensity.
Yeah.
With a pro like Thim. Thank you for pushing me, Thim. Look at this. Looks pro, but not pro. Final stretch back home. We made it back. See, my watch is showing 16.8 kilometers. Now to me, this is a big milestone. To Thim, this is just a warm-up on a Thursday, but I'll take that win. Now I'm going to show y'all how to remount the bike up in the back rack. This is my first time doing it, so let's see how I do. The first thing you do is to release the lock up here, pull the back up, the front up, and then we're going to put the back wheel in first. Now these bikes are quite heavy, so it's my first time lifting this. This is about 10-11 kgs. So lift the bikes up here like that, like so. Bring the back wheel in, align it in, and then forward wheel. Looks alright. I'll bring this up, push it in, and attempt to lock.
Harder.
Okay, gotta use more strength.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
There we go. So check. Everything's firmly locked in. Bike one. Now let's do the second bike. Same steps you should know by now. Step one, release the lock. Pull up the back. Pull up the front. Same step, the back wheels are going to go in first. I'm going to turn the bike around. This bike is slightly lighter than the other one, but still quite heavy nonetheless. So again, lift, back wheels align in, like so. Forward wheels. Bring up the front, push it in, and let's lock. Deep lock, double check, double check. All good, my first time locking a bike rack on a Tesla. This is super exhausting. Thim, how do you feel after today's ride?
Yes.
You can see that he's being very polite, it's nothing to say. Not an exercise for him. Now Thim, you're going for a race this Sunday in Malaysia. Can you tell us a bit more about it,
In
please?
Malacca. Yeah, it's an Olympic distance. Olympic distance is 1.5 kilometer swim, followed by 40 kilometer ride and 10 kilometer run. I don't know the cut-off time. Just go for fun.
It's pretty amazing. I hope you all enjoyed this video showing how we actually use a Tesla to go on adventures like a cycling morning in Changi. Thim also used this to put a kayak, right? A single-seater kayak. Can you tell us a bit more of how that works?
Put in the middle. In the middle, and then you strap, and then the front of the kayak, you go down with a strap inside the boot here. And one strap behind the trunk. Strap it down so that it won't wobble.
Looking forward to experiencing it one day. Thank you so much again, Thim, for today's adventure. If you have any questions for Thim and I about a bike rack, strapping a kayak atop your Tesla, let us know down in the comments. If you found this video useful, please click the like button. Hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla.